All right, Premier League.
He's Hakan Çalhanoğlu. He thinks the podcast's all about him.
Yeah.
Actually, he's probably right.
It is all about
Yeah.
it.
All right, this
Wait.
is...
Wait.
What?
I got a dub.
Oh, you did?
All right, so I just want to because clearly Josh was playing a different game to me. He thought that every time you get one right, it was a point and it was an ongoing tally. But what I've been doing is whoever got the most right every match week will get a point for that match week.
I wondered why the count was off.
Not off. You were just playing a different game.
So can we have like a goal difference thing? Or?
No, it's just if you got the most
So
right
it doesn't
that
matter
match week,
how many more I get. I just have to beat you.
you just, from week to week, you just have to beat each other week to week.
I feel like he's making up the rules.
I did not make the rules up. That's what I
to
pitched at the
shrink the tally, because if it was on a points basis per correct tip,
Yeah.
then I would be miles ahead.
No.
Stop the count.
No. Well, I'm storming the capital.
All right.
So you've got 4 match weeks under your belt. I've
Yeah.
had 0. We have 2 that are still yet to be played out because of the FIFA games. And I got my first one because Tottenham Everton, I went for the draw, even though my fiance mocked me because she said, who picks draws? This guy did, and this guy got the point. Tottenham
Yeah.
Everton, big result. It's nice to be 1 point
no.
closer to this chair, because as you can hear, it's just not good times on the losers chair. But I hope that we're all clear now on what we're doing, how it works, so that when I make the biggest sporting comeback of all time, there can be no
Watch me finish ahead at the end of the season, and then he wins on some sort of technicality.
No, there'll be none of that. Now we're clear on the points.
Okay.
So let's jump into it.
Now we're clear. Leicester versus Chelsea. This is post-international break, by the way. So we've got 12 days
Oh, do we?
before this game comes up. So
Is that international break already?
yeah, it's coming up next
Bummer.
weekend.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it's annoying, isn't
That
it?
is a real bummer.
Leicester, Chelsea.
I've gone Chelsea.
I have also gone with Chelsea.
Yes, because they did dominate against Burnley, right? Even though they drew
Yeah.
1-0, but they were.
They should have won that
Yeah.
game. It was silly, but Burnley have a way of scraping out these results. I didn't expect them to get a result away from home, so I would have picked Chelsea anyway. Let's be honest. But XG count 2.3 to 0.8.
This guy and XG and Graham Potter.
Aston Villa versus Brighton. Sorry, I've gone out of order. Brentford versus Newcastle at St James's Park.
I've got Newcastle.
Ooh, new manager.
New manager bounce. They did draw.
Is Eddie
against
Howe
Brighton.
even going to be the manager? Do we even know yet?
I don't know. Apparently, there's disputes around backroom staff and all
It's
that
the
kind of
same
thing.
thing at Celtic. I mean, how many staff members does this guy want? That 2 successive clubs is
Like, also, you guys got cash.
yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter. Just pay up.
What's the way? What's the issue?
Yeah.
Um,
You've gone Brentford.
I have gone for Brentford because I'm not sure the manager will be in charge yet, and
Look, and you know I'm big on Brentford
Yeah.
boys, but they did lose
They
against
did.
Norwich. And I feel Newcastle got a bit of good vibes back. So I'm seeing
Daniel Farker out the door.
yes. See you later.
Goodbye, Farker.
Okay, get it all out of your system.
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Good.
Hey, look, it was bad for the brand. They can't be jeopardizing their chances of winning the championship next season. So
They want to be the greatest championship team of all time.
yeah, they're playing championship
Sometimes you
manager.
need self-awareness.
Yeah, and this guy coming in here trying to win Premier League games.
Nonsense.
Get out of here. Burnley Palace.
I've gone Crystal Palace.
I've gone with a draw.
How can you? Crystal Palace are on flame.
Yeah, when Eagles soar or whatever.
Worst. Don't watch that documentary.
What about when Clarets
Go on.
thump long balls?
Terrible.
When
And you broadcast
when
for a living.
Clarets
Surely it has to be
crunch.
faster than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's better
Hey,
than
people
that.
don't come up with names for award-winning Amazon TV series just off the top of their head.
I hope that series didn't win awards because it was not good.
Yeah,
But what's good is Crystal Palace football right now, and I
Yeah.
think they'll get it done.
I reckon it's going to be a draw. I think the wheels have to come off at some point. I don't think they just keep.
Why
winning
does it
all
have
season.
to? Why are you like that? Why are you a
think
hater?
Teams regress to the mean. You know, it's just can't.
All right.
It's not all going to be roses, sunshine and roses forever, Ryan. You've got to
Yeah.
get used to it. Aston Villa, Brighton. Aston Villa without their beloved Dean Smith, who
Smith.
has departed in a tortured euphemism for sacked.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, they posted this 4-minute video that was like, "Thanks for the memories, Dean Smith." And Dean
Because
Smith must
he
be
was-
like,
he
Dean Smith must be like, "You just sacked me. If you were so thankful to me, why didn't you just keep me
I
employed?"
guess so, but they weren't not playing very well, were
Yeah,
they?
but they just sold their best player ever.
5-game skid.
Yeah.
You know,
Jack Grealish, out of that team, he was their team.
everything did go through him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Set pieces,
so that's
the
going to
play,
be.
yeah.
I mean, obviously they did spend money on the transfers, but you can't expect a team to gel immediately.
Yeah.
I think whoever manages that team, just the players being around each other longer, the new players, they'll get better in the second half of the season.
No, I think that's a fair point. I was shocked to see him go, but I think I've gone for a draw there.
Yeah, I've gone for a Brighton win because I have a thing about Brighton.
Yeah, you and the pot man.
Yeah, I just like the way they go about things.
Yeah,
they're a little hipster team with a hipster manager.
You have a weird love affair with them.
I don't know. They play 3-4-3. They play it well. It's fun to watch. They create chances.
How's their XG looking?
Actually,
the correct answer: no one gives a fuck.
Okay.
So yeah, moving on.
Watford, Manchester United.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah.
It upsets me.
Yeah.
I've gone for United.
Dilly ding, dilly dong.
I know, dude.
Watford to win.
I know.
Hey, they play well against Arsenal.
They did, and Ben Foster made a huge penalty save.
Yeah, his GoPro audience will love that.
Yeah.
I just think United are a trash bag blowing in the wind.
Oh God, and see, yeah. It pains me to go against them. So for the obvious ones, I have to. Like Man City was an obvious one.
Yeah.
When play Liverpool, that kind of stuff, it's obvious. But I'm hoping that against Watford, who are bottom, bottom dwellers is a very intense word. I just realized that's not what I meant at all.
Cellar dwellers.
That's also just as harsh.
Yeah, okay.
Who are struggling in the bottom half of the table.
Yeah.
I think that the sheer quality itself of United should be able to get it done, even if it's an ill-defined structure.
Then again, Watford are owned by a lower mid-table Serie A club, so Ronaldo will probably feast.
That's it.
As he usually does against the dregs of Serie A.
Yeah, so hopefully that will get me another dub.
Yeah, no, I'm going for Watford just for a bit of variety's sake. Wolves versus West Ham.
I mean, this is straightforward, right? West Ham.
I mean, they're killing it at the moment.
Are they third, joint third or something?
Yeah, and they're, not even playing half the good players.
Same points as Man City.
I'm hoping that eventually Vlasic will grace the Premier League, but at the moment he can't get a look in, and they're absolutely soaring. They just dominate off set pieces. It's unbelievable.
They're big. I was watching.
They're big.
They're just.
They're just very large.
They're large guys, and I was watching when Alisson flapped at that corner, and he had Ogbonna, Souček, Zuma, Dawson.
Even Declan Rice.
And it reminds me of The Office, the American Office season 1. Yeah. And I'll clip it for you if you're not familiar with The Office.
The basketball game?
The basketball game where... Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
Michael, Michael's like, you guys have to work Saturday. And then it's like all three of them just like roll up on him. It looked like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible that you caught that reference.
Hey, there's actually a great video. The Ringer did a full breakdown of the game and like the X's and O's of the Ringer basketball game.
I love it.
So bit of cross promotion.
I love that you got it. I love that you got it. I love that you got that reference. That's amazing. I'm proud of it.
All right, Southampton versus someone Southampton are playing. Norwich at home to Southampton.
Look, I think that even though they got a win, I think it'll kind of just go back to what it.
I mean, they've just got rid of the manager after a win. What do you think that does to the dressing room morale?
100%, and especially after going 20 odd games without a win, it's insane to me that they did that. And I think Southampton are in a good patch of form.
They're on a roll. They're defending well. They've been pretty solid, and they've got James Ward-Prowse to just whip free kicks in with ridiculous pace on them.
Yeah.
What have we got? Arsenal versus Liverpool.
I've gone Liverpool.
It's at Anfield.
At Anfield, and I think that home advantage plays into it a lot. Even though Arsenal are on the up, I haven't found their football particularly compelling. Yeah. And Liverpool obviously lost. Have they other 2-game losing streak? Did they lose last week?
They've lost a couple.
Yeah. So even though that they're on a bit of a skid, I think the quality.
Sorry, they drew against Brighton. I should say they coughed up a 2-0 lead.
That's
felt
right.
like a loss.
That's right. But I think just the sheer quality is going to be too much.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal consistently shown that they're good enough to be 7th, and that's where they are, and they can't seem to beat the top 6. So that's Arsenal at the moment. I don't expect that to suddenly change.
Emil Smith-Rowe, though.
Oh, yeah, he's
on a different level. So
yeah, he is a real find and finally he's getting, consistent first-team football. It was a little belated, I thought, but he's starring. And it's good to have like a homegrown player come through and be a hero for the Supporters. So
to wear the number 10.
If they're not going to win a trophy.
No, agreed.
Manchester City, Everton.
This one is
straightforward, surely.
And also, what's going on at Everton? Just quickly, sidebar.
I don't know, man. I mean, they drew with Spurs.
I mean, they started out the season.
It's a Rafa Benitez team there. They're kind of hard to beat. There was one crazy game where they conceded 5 against Watford, and Benitez went, no more of that, thank you very much. And they've tightened up recently. I mean, the Wolves result last week, I thought they played okay. But honestly, this Everton side, they just really struggle without Dominic Calvert-Lewin starting up front. And, he's been in and out with injuries. He's been out for a while now. He's not going to be back till late November. Once they get him back as a focal point, I think they'll have a structure to build around, and then Richarlison doesn't have to play as a 9. Then you've got an attack going. But before that, when they started the season, Calvert-Lewin was pretty integral, and having someone that you could just cross the ball to who will score more often than not is a massive asset. So, they're really missing him, I think. It's a bit like West Ham when they were missing Antonio. It's a different proposition entirely.
Yeah.
And then what's the last game with the
Spurs
round? Spurs Leeds. Well, it's Antonio Conte's second game. I still don't think he's found the winning formula. I'm going for a draw.
See, this is what happens, Josh, right? Because I called you out last week. I said your picks were safe. You were going for the obvious ones.
And now I've really zagged.
And now you've really changed it up on me. You've really acknowledged the need to spice things up. I'm proud of you.
I did lose when I went for safe.
That's
true.
And
I almost picked West Ham. I was so close.
I've gone Spurs, though. I think they'll have too much for Leeds. Leeds, at this point in time, I don't know what's going on with them either, to be honest. It might be the famous Bielsa fallout time where
everyone is very tired.
Yep. And
they have a game they play in training. Have you heard about this?
Bielsa ball?
Murder ball.
That's the one.
So they have a pitch. It's just 11v11 and it doesn't stop. And it's played at a really high pace and intensity. There's no fouls.
Yeah.
So you can just chop people if you want.
Yeah.
And there are coaches all around the basically the pitch.
Yeah.
So every time the ball goes out, they throw a replacement ball back into the mix. So it's basically AFL.
So what's the purpose of that? Fitness?
I think it's just sadism.
Insane.
No, but it's supposed to make training so difficult the matches by comparison are easy. I think that's the theory. But how long can you put a squad through that?
Yeah.
And at the moment, they've only got one guy in form, and that's Rafinha.
Yeah.
So they've got to rely on him to do something special. Then again, I think they've got more of a game plan and a consistent approach than Spurs do. And I think it's going to take a few weeks for Antonio Conte to work his magic.
I think. All right. Spurs win it.
Yep.
Who's their centre? I'm trying to think of their centre back. Can't think of any of
them. Eric Dyer?
Nah, that's a bad.
Christian Romero?
No.
Jaffa Tanganga?
No. I think a Højbjerg strike separates the teams.
Okay. Pretty rogue.
Yeah. I'm going to get this chair back.
I'm going to say it's 1-1. And it's Heung-min Son with the opener, but Rafinha equalises in the 79th minute.
Wand of the left foot.
Yep.
And that brings us to the end.
Yeah. Very specific prediction at the end there. So if it comes off, can I get double points?
All right. If our predictions come off, it's double points for that match week.
Yeah. All right. Nice one.
Amazing. This game is changing.
Oh, yeah. We're making up rules as we go along. Bonus round.
Rondo 11. Fight. Today's been wild, right?
Yeah.
Yaz made an appearance, the infamous Yaz.
This is what happens when I get up at 6:45 and then record the podcast at 5 p.m.
Hey, I was up at 5:30, Bubba.
Yeah, so. But you're on that grind.
Yes,
I've never worked a day in my life, so
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. I'm a professional hater.
So here's my proposal. Maybe we get you and Yaz in the same room.
Oh God.
For an episode.
I think it's dangerous if you can't hang up on him.
But I'll be the mediator, so I have no dog in the race, to be honest with you. Both Ronaldo and United are disappointing me right now, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll just talk things out. Okay, you get the relationship back on an even footing that you feel comfortable with each other. It was a very heated conversation.
Yeah.
You accused him of being, messy in his thoughts.
Yeah, well, Messi's always in his thoughts.
So maybe we try and organize
free,
that.
baby.
Maybe we try and organize that. It's international break next week.
All right.
We
Could
see
be
how we tee that up.
Josh v. Yaz showdown.
Yeah. We'll do walk-in music, get robes like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder.
Will I sing American Pie when I win the debate?
I hope so. I hope for that.